Let's cook up a gator, y'all. Got this big old dinosaur from Creole Foods. Brined it for 24 hours. Then I hit it with some Pinky Pop and Umami along with some Bang Bang Flavor Gang. Cooking on the hasty bake. Smoking at 225. I spritz with pineapple juice throughout the cook to also help keep it moist. After about 5.5 hours, damn near done. Time to leave it saucy, bossy, and glossy, baby. Little bit of 5 monkeys because I'm keeping it funky. The end result was a gator that would damn near stop you in your tracks. Smelled like heaven. Official, like a ref with a whistle, baby. The meat, oh so clean and oh so damn delicious. And it shreds like butter. I keep the fat on throughout the cook. 1, it adds flavor. 2, it adds moisture. 3, it's easy to remove afterward. Look at this meat from the underside of the tail. Tell me that don't look like pork or something to you. Try it. Can't recommend it enough. This stuff is good. The back strap's there, crazy tender. The legs are like a dark meat. What we have here, that's some of the tenderloin from the back. There we got the tail meat. We also got some beautiful gator ribs that I'll probably deep fry for some added texture. I used all this gator meat to make a beautiful gator grits. Gator and grits, y'all. Bang, bang, flavor gang.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful Wednesday. Doing real good myself. And I hope you guys enjoy the up and coming days off, because that's all I care about at this point. Because I don't celebrate the holidays. I just pretty much still, I eat and I still enjoy the day off. Okay, that's basically what it all boils down to. Now, I figured I'll do a video, basically explaining foods that are clean and foods that are unclean, from the Most High's word. You understand? Because there's a lot of controversy that's, floating around out there, which is, about the food, which is clean and what's unclean. So I figure I'll just go to the original source and what the Most High said to us and what we can eat and what we can't eat. It's just best to do it that way, instead of speculation, because people saying all kinds of stuff. People saying that you can't eat hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? People saying, and that's beef. People saying that you can't even eat, fish with scales. I'm here to basically explain and debunk, those particular sayings. Okay, that's what it is. But I can tell you one damn thing for sure: what you can't eat, and that's that damn alligator that this dude was cooking on the grill. You cannot eat that. That is unclean to you. I'm sure that don't have scales and it don't have fins. That right there is a scavenger. You understand? Now, what he's good for is what the Most High made him good for, and that's to come here and clean filth. You know what I mean? Basically, same thing with the pig. The swine, what have you. We've become so accustomed to do the very thing that the Most High said not to do. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes down to partaking of unclean foods like the swine itself. We love the bacon, the ribs, the ham, and I know a lot of people going to be eating, cooking that kind of stuff over this so-called holiday. You know what I'm saying? And I know regardless of what I say, people still going to do it. But nevertheless, you are being told, you are being warned. Okay? That's what it is. Now, to get into this is in Leviticus right here. I'm going to try to keep this short because it's kind of long, but I just want to get to the main parts. But it's in Leviticus 1, and it says here, and the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. Okay. Now, in case you're wondering what part of the hoof and cheweth the cud, that would be a cow or a sheep, or a goat even. You understand? And what the cud is actually grass. Okay. That's what that is. He is clean for you to eat. Okay. In other words, beef, sheep, goat, animals like that. All right. Nevertheless, these shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divideth the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth not the cud, but divideth the hoof. Divideth not the hoof. He is unclean to you. Okay, so yeah, you don't eat no nasty humpback camel. Although I know people still doing that. Okay, here in 5 it says, and the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean to you. This is another name for a rabbit. I think it's because it's smaller or something like that. I don't really know, but yeah, that's what a coney is. Okay, and then just below it, it says, and the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean to you. All right. Now, again, that is a rabbit. Just, that's what it is. Okay. Now, here in 7, here's the infamous swine. Is that we are so weak for. Okay. Basically. And the swine, though he divideth the hoof, and he be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. Okay. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. Okay, that's what that all boils down to. So anything with any kind of fish with fins and scales, we can definitely partake of as food. Okay, now to continue, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. That goes for your alligators, catfish, sharks, whales. Okay, that's what that goes. That's what that. Oh, I forgot another weakness. Shrimp. Okay, scales, crabs. You understand what I mean? All those things right there are scavengers. Those would be unclean to eat. Okay. Now to continue, they shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. And these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle and the ostrich and the osprey. Okay, now eagles, you know what that is, and the ostrich right there. I guess that means an ostrich, whatever. You know, that ugly stork-looking bird. Osprey, they are all similar. And the vulture and the kite, after his kind, you don't eat it. You don't eat it. You stay away from that stuff. This is if you know you want health. Every raven after his kind, you don't eat that. And the owl and the nighthawk and the cuckoo and the hawk after his kind, you don't eat these things. See, what we got to understand is this. The Most High created our bodies. He knows what they operate best on and what they operate, what is worse for us. He knows. He made us. So he's telling us right here in his word what to eat so you can be healthy and what not to eat so you can stay healthy. That's basically what it all boils down to. See, but a lot of our people, man, we done got so far and so deep into what the heathen and what they're doing that we think that, well, it's safe for us to do. No. The heathen can do these things because he wasn't given the laws in the first place. All right? Us, our people, not so much. We cannot do what the heathen do because there's a price to pay. Okay? Now to continue, and the little owl, and the cormorant, okay? And the great owl, okay? These are species of owls, all right? And the swan, and the pelican, and the gyre eagle, and the stork, the heron after her kind, and the lapwing and the bat. Yuck. Now I sit up here and say, who would want to do that shit but people eating bat? I know for a fact, I saw, some of the Asians, they love that. They eat them alive. You understand? They would eat bats alive. All fowls that creep going upon all fours shall be an abomination unto you. Okay? All fowls on all fours. Okay? That has nothing to do with chickens. It walks on two legs. Okay? Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all fours, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetles after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. Now, I never ate any of those type of things. No bugs at all. You understand what I'm saying? But the Most High said it's clean to eat. All right? It's just what it is. But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. And for these ye shall be unclean, whosoever toucheth. The carcass of them shall be unclean until the even. Okay, I guess that means until you take your ass home and get a bath in the evening time. That's the best way I can translate that. All right. Okay. And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. The carcasses of every beast which divideth the hoof, and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws, among all manner of beasts that go on all 4, those are unclean unto you. Whosoever touches their carcass shall be unclean unto the even. Those are dogs, lions, tigers, bears, and all that old kind of stuff, okay? You can't eat stuff like that. Cats and stuff like that, goes on to say, and he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. They are unclean unto you. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth. The weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind. Now, we know what a tortoise is. That's a turtle, okay? And the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snails and the mole. Now, the lizard, the alligators, he falls into that category with the lizard. See, these are the kind of foods right here that will get your ass diabetes, sickle cell anemia, cancer, whatever. A lot of people was brung up on, well, not so much, I don't guess, ferrets and weasels and mouses, not in our culture, but that damn pig. That's the one, and sometimes even rabbits, for example. People eat raccoons and all that kind of shit. Even some people eat damn possums, and that's a nasty mouth. All that shit is nasty. I've heard people talk about, cook a possum, shit, I'll put some sweet potatoes around and some onions and this and that. Yeah, all right, whatever. But to continue, these are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever doth touch them when they be dead shall be unclean until the evening. And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, doth fall, it shall be unclean. Rather it be any vessel of wood, or raiment, or skin, or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the even, so it shall be cleansed. All right, or clean, whatever, cleansed. Yeah, that just saying wherever this beast die at, that particular floor is, defiled. It's unclean. Okay. To go on, and every earthen vessel whereinto any of them falleth, whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, and ye shall break it. All right. Of all meat which may be eaten, that on which such water cometh shall be unclean, and all drink that may be drunk, and every such vessels shall be unclean. Back in the biblical times, to make a wine, bottle or something like that, a wine, they'll take like a rabbit, a hare, gut it or whatever, and tie the get the bones out of it and skin it and all that kind of stuff and make it a wine bottle. Well, see, that would have been unclean right there to do. Okay. That's a vessel right there. You can't even drink out of stuff like that. Okay. Now to continue, and everything whereupon any part of their carcass falleth shall be unclean, whether it be oven or ranges for pots. Oven, that's oven. Whether it be oven or ranges for pots, they shall be broken down, for they are unclean, and shall be unclean unto you. Nevertheless, a fountain or pit wherein there is plenty of water shall be unclean. But that which toucheth their carcasses shall be unclean. Okay. So this is basically, what it all boils down to. It gets very, very deep. It gets very, very deep. But these, nevertheless, are the things that the Most High gave us as rules to live healthy and successfully, by not partaking part in foods. And a lot of us wasn't raised right. And our parents should have known better. That's just what it is. See, when you go over here in Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 15, it says, notwithstanding thou mayest kill and eat flesh in all thy gates, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God, which he have given thee. The unclean and the clean may eat thereof, as of the roebuck and as of the hart. Okay. See, the thing is a lot of people, man, want to act like, you can't eat, like, kill and eat, like animals, like cows and stuff like that. And it clearly says that you can here. But what you're not supposed to do, it says here also in Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 16, only ye shall not eat the blood, ye shall pour it upon the earth as water. Okay. This is what you're supposed to do. See, I know a lot of people out there that got accustomed to doing what the enemy does. You understand what I mean? And that's eat the damn medium rare steaks and all that old kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? No, your meat's supposed to be cooked well done, because Most High made a decree unto us that in all of our dwellings we are not to eat blood. Okay? You're not supposed to do that. So then, to bring this on home, you understand what I'm saying? The thing is this. Here we are in Leviticus, back to Leviticus chapter 20, verse 22. We're going to take this from 22 on down to 26. This is the Most High speaking to his children. That's us. Okay? Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out. Okay, so this is where we are. Okay, this is it. In 23 it says, and ye shall not walk in the manners of the nations, okay, which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things, and therefore I abhor them. All right, that's what it says. See, he's only concerned with his children. All right. In 24, but I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, which have separated you from other people. Okay? You're separated from other people. You are not of those other people. Therefore, you have no business doing creating abominations. Just say that. The abominations that these other nations, do. Okay? Here in 25, ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean, and between unclean fowls and clean. And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beast, or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I separated from you as unclean. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I the Lord am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye shall be mine. These things are very important to remember. You understand? Because just because our ancestors stepped out of these, the laws, we be in the curses of Deuteronomy 28 that we are in to this day. It's saying here in 25 right here that you can eat something and defile your soul. You understand? So when you eat the pork, you eat all this other stuff that the Most High told you not to eat, told you not to partake of, because it is unclean to you. Guess what? It's not just unclean to your body, the physical body. It's unclean to your soul. Okay? Just take a while and think about that. All right? And here in 26, what he just said, and ye shall be holy unto me, for I am the Lord, I am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. That's a very, very thing that's very important. That's something to basically cherish. That is a gift that most nations, all nations, other nations other than the ones he's talking about, which is us, wish that they had. Now you understand why you are hated. Okay? That's all I got on this one, people. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular lesson right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.